Wow.
Yep.
So good for him. He's definitely on a tear. So congrats to Raffi for even making it this far, no matter what happens to both of these players. They are highly respected for their 9th place that they are fighting for right now. This is game 1 on Pokemon Stadium 2. And I think this is going to be a big advantage for Raffi on this stage because of the long stage to really get to where he needs to. But Palutena, a character that does such a good job at taking advantage of such big characters with projectiles and that have slow movement.
Yeah, I know we were looking at Zacharish moving around with Rob, but you know, there's something to not ignore right here is that Rob actually has really big hurt boxes. Of course, he is a rather large model of a character, and he's more susceptible to getting hit, easier than other characters like we saw from Pikachu. But Raffi retaliating right back after losing his stock relatively early in this game 1.
Yeah, and unfortunately there, the Cyclone not going to actually go ahead and do it. It was almost a stock kill, but Raffi going to actually let that go and actually continues to take percent here. And it's going to go in for the grab, but not going to take it. Raffi going to go ahead and get another grab. Let's see what he's got. Okay, gets the match, but actually uses the platform to escape. Nairo always so smart, always one step ahead.
Yeah, he really is, and it could be really difficult, at least against Palutena. Wow, the retaliation back with the fair saying, where are you going to try to near me? It's definitely not going to be me, but you are going to get backered for that. Raffi looking a little difficult to try to contest. Nairo right here, another tech. Are we going to see a third tech? No, not necessary, but Raffi just sent Nairo to the blaster with that up air.
Finally taking out that stock, even after trying to knock him down over and over again. Nairo, at his caliber, is always so prepared for being in those situations, and it's actually just going to continue his momentum after losing that stock. Going to take it now 2-to-1 stock, 0% each.
And I like how the weight right there from Nairo as he lets Raffi's shield deplete itself with the Nair poking right through.
Yep, and here we go. Okay, forward smash. Maybe he thought something else was going to be happening. I like the way that Nairo just kind of escapes that option.
Yeah,
to really
DI'd
get
away
out.
immediately afterwards, knowing exactly what Raffi was going to go for. I mean, he's entire stock ahead here. A little bit of a hill to climb for Raffi, but not going to let him falter him just yet. Trying to find his way back onto the stage, using his projectiles to his advantage.
Oh, I like this. I like the movement from Raffi. It goes for the down tilt, goes ahead and rolls to bait another hit, and then goes ahead for the down tilt to the trip, and now gets another grab here on the edge. Let's see what he's got as an edge guard. That's very important in this game for sure, especially against players like Nairo, who are so good at getting stage advantage.
Yeah, not much soul of a ledge guard right there from Raffi. It probably took too much respect and no tech into shield because Nairo comes through with the up smash.
He was ready for it. He was like, even if you don't tag or do tag, I feel like
he charged
Nairo
it at that point too.
Yeah, you just charged it.
He just reacted after that.
Exactly. So Nairo was ready. He had the perfect setup at that option. He's so good at taking advantage of every stage he is on. Even if it could be potentially his worst stage, he's just always ready for that situation. If he knows that one stage may not be so good for that character, he literally just practices it. Okay, what advantage can I actually do on this stage? And that was one of those moments where he said, okay, you're going to land on this platform and I'm going to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Some of the things that you have to be practicing at home to be able to bring it out to the big tournaments like this. Here we go.
All right, game 2. Let's do it. Back into Nutrira. I like the way Raffi put out that Beyblade just to set things up. I call it a Beyblade all the time, man.
I can't unsee now, God. Okay. Raffi getting back to the stage in a very similar situation that we saw in that last game. And he tried to go through the platform and still got pivot grabbed. What an immense grab rage right there coming from Nairo. Raffi still finding himself off stage basically this entire half of the game right here.
I don't know if Nairo's just on a high from when he fought Mars and being so aggressive, because he has just been ruthless in terms of aggression. Look at him. He's constantly going off stage. He's constantly getting into Rob's face. He is really not scared at all of just getting where he needs to be and continuing off this pressure.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little tough for Raffi. Tries to bait him to get that gyro with that fair right there. Gets that down throw. Oh.
All right, we get ourselves another grab. That is one thing where even though it is a 50-50, if they do end up air dodging, you can get another grab. So it kind of makes it almost 75% guarantee that you're going to get something.
Oh, goes for that spot dodge, knowing that Nairo's going to go for another grab right there, keeping him so close to the blast zone. Raffi jumping out of that situation.
I like the way there that Nairo used his up air, knowing that that down air or nair from Rob was going to come out and having such a huge hit. Went ahead and overextended that, and it was able to actually catch Raffi and actually take priority over the back of that nair or the down air.
Oh, caught him as he loses invincibility right there, but it's not going to be enough. Nairo still coming in with a tech, and unfortunately missing the ledge with that recovery. Something that happens time and time again when it comes to teleport recoveries, when it comes to those slanted sides of the ledge.
Yeah, you have to be so careful of the way you recover. You need to be at a right angle, or else for some reason there's like an invisible box that's just going to send you under the stage, and that was unfortunately one of those moments where he just wasn't able to have the right angle.
Yeah, some stages have it worse than others, but you know, nonetheless, Nairo still has the lead right here, hopefully not letting it bother him. Gets for the down throw to back here, and that's definitely going to be it.
Raffi's got to think of something here. He's honestly just being super overwhelmed by the pressure that Nairo has. And also, I do believe that like Raffi's maybe a little bit overcommitting. I think that he's putting out an option when Nairo is right next to him and then ends up missing. So look at these rolls at the moment. You're going to see it right now with that air dodge and just waited for it. Nairo just always one step ahead. Again, baited the grab, knew that he was going to go ahead and get something over here.
Yeah, trying to contest Nairo on these platforms has led Raffi to getting 79%. A lot of damage done on him just from the patience that Nairo has with the down tilt, scooting Nairo away from him and catching him with the up air as well as he tries to throw out down the gyro to try to contest Nairo. Nairo avoiding it. I like these empty hops on the platform, just trying to see what Raffi's gonna do. Maybe try to follow him on the platform. No way. Gets out of that. Such a fast smash from Nairo.
All right, that's a good start here for Raffi. Rob can make a lot of damage, but he's gotta get in. Again, overcommitted. I love the way Nairo just walked up right to Raffi and said, yo, man, what's up? Like, you having a nice day? Oh, damn, we're dancing. And then just went ahead and take ahead and get that grab that he needed. Okay, this could be something a little bit dangerous. Rob off stage. You know what he's capable of doing.
Oh, that was something you can't be. Oh my God, that kills. So close to the blast zone. That side B again showing how early it can be a demon when it comes to bad positioning from the players. That was all because Nairo had tried to do a forward smash too by that platform.
You're right.
He tried to roll behind him. He saw his life flash before his eyes, but before it was too late, it scooped him right back into it.
He literally was just not able to recover from that one mistake. He played perfectly that entire game. Made one mistake, and Raffi was able to capitalize on that and take advantage of the fact of how his kill power is off edge on a stage like Town and City.
Someone tell Rob to get out of the mosh pit right now, man, because those arms be flinging around and around. Now the momentum, you could see it right here. Raffi on a roll, but you know, Nairo coming through with those nairs as well, using the platforms to extend it all the way up, taking so much damage just from those up airs alone.
Again, just continuing this momentum that Nairo has, not really changing his play because it was working. He literally just had that one mistake, and I think he's definitely learned from it. We saw his face beforehand. He literally was like, why did I do that? But it happens, you know? But let's see if we can just continue this momentum. Raffi, though, is now having that advantage here because he did take that game, and that's going to put him back on that map and give him that confidence that he needs, and hopefully not to overextend.
Yeah, now Nairo's not sleeping on Raffi when it comes to a lead. I mean, he had a significant lead that last game, catching his dump with the up air right there, but nonetheless, despite him being an entire stock ahead, that did not stop Raffi from bringing it back that last game.
No, he didn't. All right, here comes the up airs again. Rob is so big, so he's going to have to take a lot of damage really, really quickly and then only start playing afterwards. And that's exactly what's happening right now against a character like Palutena. And again, we've seen this time and time again where Raffi is the first one to make a move. I'm surprised that did not pick him up.
I would be so upset, honestly, if the second hit just did not hit him up right there. But unfortunately for Raffi, he's going to still have to find his way back and to try to close out the stock from Nairo.
Me with Sonic's up air.
It's quite unfortunate to see, but getting hit by that explosive flame, that's definitely going to be it.
Now, I didn't think that was going to kill at that percent, but we didn't even acknowledge the rage that Nairo does have. Here we go again. This is a deja vu. I couldn't even speak at that moment. The deja vu.
I've just been in this place before.
Exactly. All right, back into neutral here again. Nairo just being very patient, but finally Raffi's gonna find himself in a down smash here and hopefully can start himself some potential comeback, but runs right into the nair and now is taking some hits.
I like the charge right there, getting in that extra damage. Love the patience from Raffi, not trying to overextend off stage, just retreating back into the stage, predicting that Nairo was gonna teleport back to center stage as well. Missing that down tilt.
All right, we got ourselves a grab. This is quite the start here. Up air? No. Nairo, of course, aware of that kill potential from the up air. Rob, we used to call it the beat boot back in Smash 4, and it's still in this game, but just a little bit different.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, wow, that was a call out right there on the up smash, and an up smash from Nairo. Not charging it enough to be able to take the stock guaranteed, though.
Yeah, Rob's a little bit of a big boy, so he's not going to die just yet. Of course, though, there is no wolf in this suit, so he's going to have to take that back air.
Especially by the ledge like that, that down throw in the back air is going to solidify Nairo taking it.
Now it's going to be 2-1 for Nairo. Of course, he has to be on top of his game because even though he has this advantage, we saw Raffi bring it back before, but at the same time, we also saw Raffi get really good hits, and I feel like when Raffi does get those hits in, he really does extend his combos and really gets a lot of damage really, really quickly. He just actually has to. get them and get in? How do you get in on Palutena as a character like Rob?
And you know, we haven't even been seeing the reflect that often. It feels like Nairo just doesn't really need to use it at this point. He's been chasing Raffi up in the air and throwing out Palutena's between Palutena's up air and nair. It just covers so much space that it makes it really difficult for Raffi to even land.
You're right, exactly. I mean, when you're at that position where you're right in front of Rob, there's no reason why to even use that reflector if Rob doesn't even get the time to use those projectiles.
Exactly.
All right, here comes the nairs though, and of course Nairo's going to space them out just well and use these bears to poke himself through and continue to get this edge guard.
I like the high recovery from Raffi, avoiding that backer coming from Nairo. Tries to go for that fair, but Nairo hitting him back for doing so. I like the patience, using that platform cancel that we've been seeing from him, especially within that set with Mars. He uses it now to sneak in that back here on Raffi.
Yeah, I really love the way that Nairo just uses his teleport and his recovery, just ledge canceling and getting where he needs to go without actually getting punished. Ooh, big read from Raffi coming right there. Of course, Nairo's just going to get out of that situation, not going to take that early kill, and is just going to keep on getting his momentum with the back here, sealing himself another stock.
Yeah, something that I wasn't about to say, he's not overusing the whole platform canceling thing, but I like the way that he's been reserving it for certain situations in terms of sneaking in attacks that an opponent is just not ready for.
You're right. Like, I feel like whenever we're watching Nairo in general, he's never like on that autopilot mode. You know, he's always doing something different. He's always mixing up. He always plays based on how you're playing.
Raffi knew he wanted the nair so bad with all those empty hops by the ledge. Raffi was just baiting it out. He's like, oh, when are you going to actually come and get me? I'm going to eventually run out of gas, until Nairo actually put himself off stage and got hit by that fair.
That's it, and that's going to be a big step here for Raffi. He's just got to get that grab or even those follow-ups needed. And here we go. We were talking about when Raffi's in, he gets that damage. Already 47% in just nearly seconds.
Oh, the spot dodge avoiding that grab. He was going to get down thrown into back air right there. Although it would not have taken it, still would have put him in a bad position.
All right, he's got himself a charge gyro, so it's going to do quite the hit if he actually does end up using it. Misses, of course, though. And now he's got no... All right, he's in.
He's
finally in. He made it.
He made
don't
it back.
Listen to me, I don't know what I'm talking about.
The gyro being tossed down, hitting Nairo towards the ledge. Finally, a situation for Raffi to try to set up right here, but ooh, the overcommitment on the side B putting him off stage now. Tries to use the nair to try to contest Nairo, but Nairo still has stage control. Love these empty hops into back air. You can't be contesting that move.
No, definitely not at all. Palutena is so strong when it comes to her aerial game. You have to just respect it and get out of that situation entirely. Maintaining that stage control again, back into the center. And that's something we haven't seen Raffi done at all. He's just been cornered. And whenever he does get to the center, he just gets pushed again and again.
Nairo is playing Palu's revenge right here after what they did to the girl in Smash 4, but not gonna, oh yes, gonna be surviving that great DI on Nairo. Of course, not enough rage on Raffi's part to try to take it, but that side B definitely enough to take it instead with that high knockback.
I love the way he just used it out of nowhere too. It wasn't through a setup or anything. He know that, you know, Nairo was jumping quite a bit at that situation, so really came down to using that. And did you see that pivot grab's range? It didn't even hit when he was right next to Nairo. I was like, someone please give this man some arms.
Like, actually, though. See the backer coming through from below the platform. We see him dragging down from it. Tries to go for the down tilt, 2-frame. I like the spacing on Nairo's part. You see Raffi land on his shield with an aggressive option into that grab.
All right, he's getting back on stage, though, still alive, gets the hit, but I don't know how much gas he's got left. He's got to get back to the edge. I love the way Nairo's forcing him. All right, he is back on. Now he's back to the center, and that's really, really important. That back air there is going to seal the deal here. And it's going to be 3-1 for Nairo. Good stuff. Raffi, though, 9th place out of 2,700 plus people. This is a big tournament. You should be proud of yourself.
Absolutely. He tore through bracket. He did such a good job. Honestly, people that watch events, if you're very familiar with the community, Raffi's always been a really solid raw player, but I feel like this has been his best